University Challenge.
The name of which country appears within the names of the following? The Nobel laureate who wrote 6 characters in search of an author.
Imperial of Brenton.
Iran.
Iran is correct, yes.
Well, it was predicted to be an epic battle between two big brains in particular, but in the end last night's final saw one team, Imperial College London, race ahead of the other, the defeated Corpus Christi Cambridge. Bobby Seagull is someone who knows exactly what the experience will have been like for the contestants. He captained his college team when they appeared on University Challenge, and he now helps select hopefuls. Good morning.
Good morning, Mishal.
What did you think of last night?
So I think, firstly, it was a very accomplished performance by Imperial, and they've been imperious throughout the entire series. But also, we must applaud Corpus Christi. Whilst it didn't quite work out last night for them, they've been terrific throughout the entire series. And actually, Imperial and Corpus, their performance has been evenly balanced before the final, actually.
Very diplomatic of you. But do you think Imperial were helped by the fact that there were slightly more science questions?
I think sometimes the questions can sort of fall in your favour, but I think one of the key things here is that we're seeing a shift in successes of universities on University Challenge. And I think from 2014, Mishal, there were 5 consecutive years of all Oxbridge finals. But now the previous 2 years, we've seen Edinburgh and Imperial win. So it's a good question to ask, why is this changing?
And why do you think it's changing?
So I think it's because people are realizing that quizzing is not an innate skill. You're not born with an ability to quiz or have knowledge. And historically, at Oxford and Cambridge, we have an internal college league. It's called the Intercollegiate Quiz. It's almost like a mini university challenge where colleges compete against each other. So when teams from Oxbridge end up on University Challenge, they've been practiced and rehearsed quite well. Yeah. But in the last few years, Mishal, we've seen other universities, Bristol, Warwick, Southampton, really developing their quizzing because they realise that actually with organised and focused effort, you can actually improve on your quizzing skills.
That's one shift, but what doesn't seem to shift is the representation of women. Last night was an all-male affair.
Yes, last night was, and I think it does vary. Sometimes we've seen some amazing women like Hannah Woods from Peterhouse, Corpus Christi Timble, Warwick Christodoulou, but you have to ask the question, why are there not enough women in the show? And as a selector of teams on University Challenge for mainly Emmanuel, we had at stages 100 applicants, undergrads and grads. And of the 100 applicants, less than 20% were women. And the thing you have to ask is, why is that? And I've got a few thoughts behind that.
OK, go on then.
Okay, so last night I was holding a quiz for NHS event on my YouTube channel, and I spoke to a lady called Lucy Clark, and she was a top-class quizzer this year and reached the quarterfinals with Jesus College, Oxford. But she said that women face a torrent of abuse by a minority of people and trolls on social media. And actually this experience of abuse and objectification makes women think, actually, if I go on University Challenge, there's a strong chance I'll be trolled just for the way I look or just for being a woman.
And that might be the case in lots of different areas. Just briefly and finally, I wonder whether you do think there's scope for changing the content of the questions more, that perhaps, to tap into things that women might know more about than men. I mean, it's a big generalisation, but you get my point.
Yeah, I think, again, the producers of University Challenge have acknowledged that and started diversifying the canon of questions. But okay. I think it's we need to encourage more women to apply, and that's, again, the trolling issue needs to be tackled.
Bobby Seagull, thank you very much.